From Colorado's news leader, this is the #1 rated 9 News 6 a.m.
All right, at 6:42 now in business today, how bad could the economy get? Economists differ on the timing and severity of a downturn, but the consensus is that we will have a formal declaration that we are in a recession soon, and we will be in it probably through next year. That's the consensus anyway. Corporate profits are falling for a 5th straight quarter. Next big problem we will likely face is consumer spending. The more people are scared, the less they spend. That, of course, hurts the economy even more. It's not all doom and gloom, though, for some market watchers anyway. The chief investment strategist over at Wells Capital Management says a bigger jump in unemployment may be coming. But he thinks outside of finance and housing, the economy is still relatively strong. Of course, even the most optimistic outlook may change if the financial panic doesn't stop soon and some banks remain too scared or just broke to lend to some of their consumers and, of course, themselves. Joining me now across studio, this is Mr. Peter Tedstrom with Brown & Tedstrom. You are an investment manager there.
Yes.
How bad do you think this might get here as we move forward?
Greg, I think the economy probably is going to get worse for the reasons that you mentioned, although when we think about our business, which is the stock market,
right,
and that's getting a lot of attention these days, the stock market usually or often will bottom 6 to 12 months before the end of a recession. If we're in a recession and we've got 6 to 12 months to go in a recession, which is a typical time frame for one, that I think there's probably a good opportunity to be thinking about investing in the markets.
In fact, we are seeing some of the fundamentals of the market weaken a bit, but a lot of people maintain that this is a crisis of confidence more than anything. Do you agree with that?
No question it is. It's a question of confidence within the economy and within the market. People are not confident holding stocks. They don't really know what to own in this market these days, and they don't know if they're going to have a job tomorrow.
As evidence of that, investors have pulled out more than $43 billion from stock mutual funds in just the past week alone. Good or bad strategy at this point?
It's probably a terrible strategy unless they know when to get back in. Typically, people get out when the fear is the greatest, and they get back in when the greed is the greatest. So what will happen very often is investors are going to shortchange themselves. The powerful rally that is to follow, or likely to follow, following a market decline like this, could be 15 to 20% in a matter of days.
But you know what, I have talked to a lot of people some who were planning to retire yesterday, believe it or not. Some who would like to retire in the next couple of years. Their time horizon is pretty short. They're scared they're not going to be able to recoup these losses.
Well, they're going to have to work through some of the strategies within their financial plan.
Yeah.
If they're planning on retiring today, they have to have cash available to live through the next couple of years. If they don't have cash, it is an ideal strategy to consider creating cash in today's market, even if it's selling low.
Right.
They need to have cash available to live through the next couple of years while the markets recover.
So it does depend on your time horizon.
Absolutely.
Of course, you deal with clients that have taken a lot of time to really do a lot of pre-planning. What are you telling them now that I can use in my portfolio?
Well, one, don't get out of the market now. Most of the pain is over. If the market goes down further, it's probably not going to be anywhere near what we've already seen. So the opportunity for a recovery is much greater than the potential for further decline. The other thing is make sure you're fully diversified. If you're not diversified, you need to get more diversified today and look at your plan. If it's a long-term time horizon, the plan is going to work itself out. You can be investing in things like real estate. There are even some guaranteed income or guaranteed accumulation strategies that can be considered as well.
Some good advice. You hanging in there?
Absolutely.
You nervous?
A little bit, but
you lost some hair. So have I. Couldn't resist the hair joke. Peter, it's always good to see you, my friend.
Thanks, Greg.